I finally have recorded this video after months of putting it off, and I did a little bit of cleaning. I didn't do a full bit of organization and cleaning. I think you can already tell from up there. We're finally getting the collection video done again for the 2024. I know it was supposed to come out in probably like May or June, but you know, fuck it, better late than never. We'll start out over here on my animation desk. As you can see, it's a complete mess. It is always like this. It will never be clean because I cannot keep this desk clean for my life. We got a set I'm working on right now. It's not complete. This is going to be a classroom. We got a light right here I used for my last scene in Dr. Connor's lab with this beautiful purple gel on this diffused desk lamp. I got my softbox with my light here. My tripod's literally on the floor right there, like laying down. It's really hard to animate sometimes because I got my tripod there and when I put it up completely, my chair's right here and like my desk corner's right there, so it's just really tight. But I get it done. I get it done, right? But you can see a bunch of, some of these are Lego lights. I literally have a Allen wrench set right here. A bunch of random bins of Lego. This is for brick sorters. All of my brick sorters seem to have fallen behind or on the side somewhere, so I gotta pick those up and put those back in here. In here is a bunch of minifig parts that are just taken apart from other figs or not organized at all. In here is a bunch of yellow bricks from Assembly Square that I replaced this year. I'll show you more about that process in a minute. This is to the X Mansion. There's a bunch of blue tack. There's a bunch more parts over here. This is a chair. No, this isn't the chair, but this was the Brickers figs, actually, in there, which I probably should take apart. But you can see a bunch of little builds from other sets, you know, battery pack for these lights. This is part of Spider-Man's legs. That's to another Scarecrow set. You can see it's a complete and utter mess. So if your Lego animation desk is a mess, just a reminder, mine is way worse. Of course, we move on to the famous Hogwarts area. It hasn't changed at all since the last time. I haven't bought any more Hogwarts sets, really. I still have these mini builds kind of not organized at all in the front. I've been using a lot of the parts from these sets for a couple of my videos recently, my stop motion, so I kind of have left this one unorganized because I really haven't cared. Like when I made that holdovers video, like I used so much interior and exterior stuff from this build. It was like, I couldn't really, you know, put it back together. And I didn't really care enough, to be honest, just to do it. But yeah, we're the exact same over here in Hogwarts. Over here, we have the miscellaneous, you know, shelf area where we've got all of these sets that are just kind of miscellaneous and I don't really have another place to put. For example, we got a bunch of airport stuff over here. Of course, Civil War airport battle. 2009 airport, I believe, 2010. It's 2011 maybe, one of those years. I just have this. I have the little side build too, but it's broken. We got the Iron Man Armor Hall from 2019. Ministry of Magic set, which, you know, I should put that roof back on. Of course, I don't know if you guys remember last year, there was a Walmart.com deal for $55 instead of the $100, so I bought it then, and yeah, I actually really love the set. It's a great set. When we move down here, we got a lot of Star Wars shit. This just loves the stand that this Slave 1, I forgot, this is like the 2021 Slave 1. The stand that it came on is complete dog shit, and it will always fall over no matter what. And then over here, we have the TIE Fighter, which is honestly probably my best Star Wars build I still have. We got the ATT right here, you know, in its glory. I think the last time I did a collection video, it wasn't built. I did rebuild it. We got the GOAT, the Creator 2012 small cabin. We got this little bookshelf gift with purchase that I got with the X Mansion. We got this Chase McCain police copter from, I believe it's 2017. A bunch of miscellaneous builds. Then we have Bro Thor's room, which is, of course, a phenomenal set, especially for brick filming. Got a couple of side builds up here. We got the GOAT OTC Studios gave me this as a gift a few years back. The Bulldozer, absolute goated build. We got this log cabin. I'm currently using the window frame in my set over there, so that's where that is. But we got the log cabin here, so it has no window frame. Patrick's Rock, which I just bought a piece to repair it completely. Tony Stark's Malibu Mansion, which I ordered a piece to repair this completely.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I put this treehouse over here. Of course, it was on the bookshelf right back there before, but I changed that bookshelf. I actually kind of organized it so it looks a little nice, unlike this area. 40th anniversary train, Chad set, I love it. Now over here I have this little shelf of a bunch of miscellaneous cars and vehicle builds. We got all these cars, a lot of GCPD cars, this ice cream truck, tow truck up here, garbage truck. Down one, we got this boat build. We've got the 2015 Doc Ock Bank, 2014 Doc Ock Bank Heist. A couple of Speed Champions, a car from the tow truck set. I'm not even sure what this is. That guy has to go to one of these builds. Down, we got some Star Wars stuff. We have one of my favorite Star Wars builds, this Jedi Starfighter right here. And then back there, we have that really crappy $30 Mandalorian set. I know it's in the shade, you know, it's hiding from us. Thank God, I don't want to see it. Then down here, we got some miscellaneous builds. We got the 2012 Avengers van. We got the Overwatch build. I haven't played Overwatch in years, so I literally do not remember this character's name. And we got the little RV in the back right here, which, great build. It used to be up over there, but I just decided to move it down here a minute ago to put the treehouse up there. So yeah, that's this shelf. Now we got the Harry Potter Extended World shelf. Really hasn't changed since the last time I showed you guys. Of course, Hagrid's Hut. Privet Drive, the Burrow, Grop, all the staples you want. A bunch of trees that are very broken because I use them in literally like every video. We got the Hungarian Horntail that's literally seen better days, you know. Dude, Buckbeak's literally falling over. This is a shelf that really isn't organized at all, and I really don't pay attention to anymore like I did before. It's just so overcrowded now, which you guys are going to notice with a lot of my room. It's really overcrowded. I'm trying to manage it. I'm thinking about maybe selling some stuff, to be honest, because a lot of these builds I'm never even going to use, and they're just worthless to me. So I could sell them and buy actual shit I'm going to use, and then it'll display better, you know? But this is a decent little shelf. I still have some great builds like Aragog over here, and I love the Hogwarts Express Station. I think that's awesome. Yeah, but otherwise, it's solid. I really wish I organized it a little better. Then, of course, down here, we have the famous dark gray, light bluish gray, and Blackman, with a bunch of bricks of each color. I search through these all the time, considering I'm doing a lot of parting out sets now, so it makes it so easy having them organized like this, and there's so much organization if you haven't seen this collection before. But I got a shit ton more light bluish gray bricks, especially wall bricks, because I really needed them, and they work well for sets. And I still have a shit ton of black bricks, so yeah, perfect. Moving over to the beautiful glass tower that we all know and love. You know, all 4 shelves. It's completely different from the last time you guys saw it, obviously. The top shelf used to be a bunch of DC vehicles that weren't Batman. Those are moved. And now we got the 2011 police station. I've officially taken it out of the city because it really doesn't have room in the city, to be honest, and it's kind of repetitive with the other police station. Still love the set, though. That's why it's up here. Got some Santa and Christmas builds up here. Really nowhere else to display them in my room. I obviously love the Santa sled. I think it's an awesome build, and this house is decent. It was a great gift with purchase because I got it when I bought the Diagon Alley, but otherwise than that, I don't really have much use for it, to be honest. It's okay for exteriors, I guess, but it's not really that great. When you move down a little bit, we got the Seinfeld set, of course. Probably one of the easiest displays ever. You just put it in there with that, and you're done. Moving down just slightly, we got a little Sonic shelf. Obviously, they've been releasing more Sonic sets. I've only bought 2 really recently, otherwise than the actual, you know, 2021 like Sonic level set. I bought the Shadow, one of the set with Shadow and Knuckles because I wanted those figs, and the builds are decent. This build's kind of rudimentary, to be honest, and the Knuckles build's actually cool. The Knuckles set's actually really good for 20 bucks, and I still have the Distraught Eggman. Or Robotnik, I'm sorry. Down we go to Hogsmeade. I'm assuming this is what it looked like last year, because I did have the Shrieking Shack, I know for a fact, when I recorded this video last year. And these 2, obviously I've had for a while. I actually really like this display. I think I used the space really well over here by adding all these side builds over here instead of, you know, just placing them around. I think it looks really nice in this kind of 3/4 square formation. Down one more level, we have the TMNT layer. I really like this build. This is a set I got in Christmas of 2013, and it was taken apart forever. I eventually decided last year, because I was really watching a lot of TMNT, like just shows and stuff, I decided to rebuild the layer, and it's awesome. I love having the build again. It didn't actually cost me that much to rebuild. I did the part together, and then I just kind of added, I bought a new sticker sheet and I added a couple of little parts, and it really only added up to probably $20 to rebuild the whole thing. It's a beautiful set. I don't really have much use for it now. Obviously, it's the worst TMNT layer. The movie one's probably way better, in my opinion. But this one is still solid. I remember I've had this one as a child, so it has a little bit of nostalgia for me. And I do want to make a TMNT video one day, but as of now, it's just not in the picture. Hey guys, we're going to go in the closet. I want to show you the serious renovation I did to this closet. You're going to love it. There's a light. Holy shit. It only took 5 years. But I finally put a light in here. It's literally just this hanging upside down panel light. But anyways, you guys can finally see the absolute chaos this fucking closet is. As we can see, still stacks of Lego boxes. They're all boxes inside of boxes, by the way, to save space, because I could do that or flatten them. Everyone who I asked told me to just put boxes inside of boxes, so I've been doing that. As you can see, a lot of big boxes up here. The X-Mitch is actually significantly small for its price, the box-wise. So it actually is smaller than, say, Daily Bugle or Diagon Alley by a wide margin. So it's up there. Over here, we got a couple more nice boxes. Of course, Jokerland right there. Awesome box. A couple of really cool ones. The goated instruction manual set box. Then over here, we got just keep the pile going. You see, we keep the pile. We get a little verticality in here to utilize all the space. Got some old boxes up there. And as we go down, it's just more and more of the chaos. Now, the real chaos is the bottom level, to be honest. I got some instruction manuals kind of hanging for dear life on this little dresser right here. This is full of like these square, like $50 price range instruction manuals. As we can see, this awesome Sonic instruction manuals in there. All through here, they're all organized by theme. In here, I use a lot of the big instruction manuals. Of course, it folded down, so that just makes the tear worse. But down there, we got some DC instruction manuals and some city ones, I believe. Here, we got all the big instruction manuals you could ever want, including one of my least favorite instruction manuals in this pile, the X-Mission. The cover image is absolute ass. It's one of the worst cover images I've ever seen for an instruction manual.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
So that's kind of what I do for my instructions right now. They're just kind of piled in these 3 bins. Space is a huge issue with instruction manuals, by the way, because I have so many. It's starting to become out of control. We got a big box pile over here, as you guys can tell. I kind of, because I had to put the X-Mansion up there, I did kind of take a lot of boxes and move them around over here, but that also meant I had to put a lot more down here. So there's another pile. Some of these I feel like could go inside some of these, but I've utilized a lot of the space already. As you can see, the poor SpongeBob box is just getting tortured. But I got a lot of tiny boxes back here, a lot of these medium-sized boxes because they don't really have an area to go. And the last thing that's Lego related in this closet that isn't the absolute mess that you guys probably haven't really even seen the pure insanity of are these drawers, which are absolutely full of Lego. They are absolutely just full of many sets, including this one down here, where I just put the Benatar in here earlier today to make room on the Marvel shelf, because the Marvel shelf is really full now. It's still built though, but it's just a really big bag. I kind of just took off some of the wings because those are easily placed on. A lot of side builds and a lot of sets I just completely forgot I own because they're just in these drawers. But a lot of these I'm just never going to use in a stop motion, or if I do, it's going to be a while from now. So I kind of just have them hidden away. So, I mean, if I ever need them, I can always just find them in here, but I don't think I'm ever going to use them in a stop motion anymore. So I might sell a couple that are in here because they're really worthless to me. Unless it's collection reasons. Like if it's DC, I'm never going to sell it. If it's Marvel, I'm a little more on, like, okay, maybe I will. But if it's a good Marvel build for like a certain character, I won't sell it. But if it's City, Creator, and it's useless, it can be sold. We now have the Marvel shelf, as you guys can see. It is completely different from the last time. I've changed up a lot of things. First off, I've oriented this shelf to be build-centric. A lot of these, like this was a build in my city, this was in my city, but my city has officially run out of room for these builds, so they're going to the Marvel shelf. These will not be placed in a drawer. These are too valuable and, of course, awesome. But over here, we got the arena from Thor Ragnarok, which is still a build I really like. It's missing this light stat, actually, for some reason. I gotta find that. It's probably on the floor. It's a good build. I used to have it on top of my glass tower. Now it's over here in this corner. It doesn't take up an insane amount of space either, so actually it's right here. We got the kind of Wakanda fortress castle from the Infinity War set. Decent little build. Over here we got the bridge. We got the new Cerebro gift with purchase, which is actually a pretty cool build. I think it works well, and I like it for display, considering I love displaying X-Men stuff because there's literally like none of it around. Lego's made like, what, 4 X-Men sets? So anytime I get an X-Men set, I love to display it. Of course, I got Deadpool's chopper here. I just rebought this from a Bricks and Minifigs for like 10 bucks because I already had the minifigs. I need to rebuy the build, and I got it. Hulkbuster's just kind of dying back here, as well as Vulture's wings. And I believe, Giant Man's right there too. Mandarin helicopter, Mandarin boat, Doc Ock Slayer, of course, Chad set. Over in this corner is kind of the space is a little tight. We got the X-Jet kind of haggling with his other wing, the stand for the Quinjet, which I shit you not, I have probably knocked over like 5 times to this point. I literally had to fix this again yesterday. I keep knocking it over. It's an awful habit. I think from here it's going to be a little less hard. I had it like in the middle, like on the edge here, and I just kept walking by and I just kept fucking pushing it and it would all fall down. And in the back you got that little No Way Home like Sanctum interior build. It's kind of hidden because it's a shit build. I use a lot of the accessories in my brick films. Specifically, right back here, there's like a shelf. There should actually no, it's like in there, that shelf right there, that gray shelf. I use that in so many sets because it's actually very useful. Moving down to another just absolute mess, we got kind of this Lego sorting area. A lot of random mini builds and like bricks, alternative bricks for sets are right here. We've got my big sorter full of specialized bricks, for example, these little flame parts, or the big flame parts, or these little tiles, these printed like 2x tiles, or the printed 1x tiles, or even jewels. So I got a lot of those in here. This thing's awesome. Only cost me like 20 bucks. Awesome. A bunch of specialized organized bricks, for example. A lot of these I got in Calgary when I was there visiting my boy Jake and OTC Studios. Right there, perfect. A bunch of merps and burps in here. A bunch of these glass panels in here. Spider-Man's webs. In these 2 bricks and minifigs cups, I have Harry Potter wands. And I have these kind of action parts that I just dropped on the floor. Holy shit, I hate my life. We move down, we get to the organization drawers. These really haven't changed. It's all the same colors, you know. For some reason, these 2 are placed in opposite order. I just accidentally did that. Of course, transparent and sticker parts. Blue parts, white parts, green parts, red parts. Brown parts in the worst bin ever still. Wheel parts, and that's about it. The big draw here is minifigs. I replaced all the big bags with these 2-inch by 3-inch bags, which make, first off, digging a lot easier, but second off, it makes the organization just look a lot nicer. I mean, come on, guys, this looks beautiful. As you can see, they're all in these little 2x3 bags. They're awesome. It also puts a lot more space in these bins because they look full if you don't have them. Like the Marvel bin, for example, look at how much more empty it looks. And there's still a shit ton of figs in here, like the same amount. So, a nice little distribution of figures in here. And then, in here, we got Harry Potter. At the bottom, we got the saddest drawer, which is Star Wars. Barely deserves his own drawer at this point. This belongs to the Quinjet. That's great. Moving on to my bookshelf. This has changed. The top especially. We got a bunch of DC builds. We got the Wonder Woman 84 set. We got a bunch of these separate, you know, DC character builds. We even got some Batmobiles leaking over here from this shelf, which are the animated series in the 66, kind of the UCS $30 ones. Got Black Mana's ship. A couple of Superman sets over here. We got the tractor from the Scarecrow Harvest of Fear. I like this shelf over here more. No space issues. You know, I still got space for plenty of more, as you can tell. And it's nice. Below the graphic novels and the books. We got an Indiana Jones shelf down here, obviously, because Indiana Jones is the greatest. No, but seriously, I have 4 Indiana Jones sets, including this nice Shanghai chase that I got for, I believe, 55 bucks. Not complete. Missing the Indy, Marion, and Short Round Fig, but I still have the 2 Goons from the set and the 2 cars, which I really wanted the cars, to be honest. But I think Indiana Jones deserved its own shelf. Obviously, I love Lego Indiana Jones, and I have this big set for Indiana Jones, plus a couple of other side builds that are just fantastic. I love all of the sets that I have on this shelf. They look awesome. I'm really glad I bought this. I actually bought it on sale for, I believe, $120 on Target.com. So, you know, I got it for a nice deal, and it's a fantastic build, and one that I always look at and I just think, yeah, this is great. I almost knocked this over, but I got, you know, them fast reflexes, boy. Obviously, we're going to Berlin.
Take me to Berlin.
Down in the dark crevices here, we have the SpongeBob shelf. Exclusively SpongeBob now. I'm still going to make room in this corner. Probably I'm going to make that Mrs. Puff's Boating School whenever I get that set, which I'm hoping for to be the next SpongeBob set I get. So hopefully that. As you can see, Sandy's Rocket, the set is actually 100% perfectly built. I had to buy a new sticker because I was missing this one right here, but I had everything else. Had this set as a kid. I didn't have the moon cart. I had everything else, including the figs. But now I built the moon cart. I built the rocket. And yeah, I'm very glad I have this built again. We got SpongeBob Squidward's house. Obviously, Patrick's Rock's going to go right here once I get that fixed. We got the cum bucket and the Krusty Krab, you know, across the street from each other. It's comic accurate, of course. That's great. 2 sets I've owned forever. They're starting to show their wear a little bit, actually. The Krusty Krab especially looks really dirty. So I did a deep clean on it a couple years ago in like a bucket of water and some soap, but it's a really hard set to maintain. Now we move on to the big guns. The big Lego shelf that takes most of my space, which is almost exclusively DC. Otherwise, then of course Diagon Alley up here. But as you can see, in Diagon Alley, we got a lot of Batman builds, literally all around. There's some back here too. That's because I've pretty much run out of room now for Batman builds around here. It's gotten so bad, I decided to hang up some of these copters and stuff over here. There's one that isn't hung up, which is this, that I still need to hang up. But I eventually got these hung up, and I think they look better anyways hung up, so I'm cool with it. I will start out with the Diagon Alley area. Beautiful set, Diagon Alley. I don't think there's any possible way I fit Gringotts back there. I'm gonna have to find a way to move it to where I can get Gringotts, but I don't even have Gringotts yet, so it's not a concern for me right now. Of course, we got the Batcave up here. Looking, I would say, pretty similar to probably the last time you saw it. All the same Batcave builds, bunch of the same vehicles. You know, the 2 goats are right here, 2012 and 2006, my 2 goated Batcaves. They both display just super well, too. I know 2012 is kind of hidden in the back, but that's because it's nimble, it can fit back there. But I still look at it and remember how much I love that set.
And this is still my boy!
Bunch of random Bat vehicles down here. I tried to make it one of, like, every certain Bat vehicle, for example. This tumbler right here is on the turntable. That's the only Batcave up here. Batcave. That's the only Batmobile up here. The rest of the things up here, there's one Bat boat, Bat submarine, Bat ski. There's the Bat copter. There's the Bat. You know, Bat mech. Bunch of motorcycles, Robin, Nightwing, Red Hood motorcycles. Yeah, I tried to make it like that. This set's a shit Batcave, but I have it here because why not? It belongs in the Batcave area. Yeah, otherwise than that, I do really like the Batcave area. Then moving down, we have the Villains shelf. As you can see, completely flooded. I have a lot of new big builds here. Scarecrow Harvester of Fear, Joker Steamroller, others. No, I believe the Joker's Ice Cream Surprise is a new build over here. Sick build, I love that build. As you can see, I actually fixed up this too. The High Flyer, Penguin's High Flyer, because it was so fucked up. I fixed it completely and it's now perfect. We got the Jokerland builds here, Joker's Funhouse. We got the hanging helicopters, which by the way, took me forever to figure out. I was trying to hang them up with tape on the top, but what I did eventually, I applied some cardboard. This is like a big Amazon box. I applied it up here. You can see it overhanging right here in between the shelves with a little bit of a crimp right here so it stays up. But I basically cut holes and I tie some fishing line. I tie some fishing line around and hang them up like that. It's the same way Duck Bricks does it, except obviously not with the little truss system we have up here. Otherwise than that, I really do like this villain shelf though. It's very crowded, but I think the space is kind of utilized as well as I could. A bunch of cool vehicles, you know, Two-Face's van right here. As you guys can tell, there's a lot more 2006 through 8 sets. My plan is to get that whole theme. I'm only missing one set, which is the Bane and Riddler hideout set, but that's like the most expensive set. That Bane fig's literally like $250 by itself, so you know. Down one more shelf, we have the beautiful Arkham Asylum shelf. As you can see here, we've got the 3 Lego Arkhams. Of course, there's a new Lego Arkham coming out very soon, thanks to the rumor mill. Let's go. I've been talking about a new Lego Arkham for years, especially a DDC size one. But I love these 3 Arkhams in specific. I think they're awesome. You guys have seen them before. Obviously, this is the most recent edition. This was my first one I got. Then I bought this one not soon after, and they're all fantastic. We got a shit ton of random Bat vehicles down here from a bunch of random sets. My flash is on, so you can see how absolutely full of dog hair they are, because my dog likes going in here. 1 second. That helped a little bit. They're also really dusty, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't get around to dusting this area or a lot of the other areas very often because it just becomes a pain in the ass at one point. I have preventions for dust, but they can only help so much. I do, at the end of the day, really like the shelf, though. Also, what the Brother, is this Lego Batman 1, the fucking Two-Face mission, bro? And this is parked backwards as well. I really should organize this area a little bit. Maybe pack up a couple of these so they can avoid any more, you know, dust or any of that stuff. It's literally floating like a fucking ghost over here. And I can organize all of this. I could organize these and make a whole Arkham Asylum area, especially when that $400 one comes out. Who knows? And then down on the bottom shelf, we have some more Bat vehicles. As you can see, they're kind of piled up on each other, which is, of course, like an absurd way to store your Lego vehicles. But at this rate, I don't really have much room. I also, over here, have 2 Bat Cycles. These are both the 2012 ones. As you guys can also tell, these ones are really dusty. Woohoo! I love dust so much. Isn't it everyone's favorite thing? Especially Lego collectors, you know? But, look at this. Brother, no. Seriously, a lot of these random Bat vehicles pile up over here. This one's kind of broken. I need to get it fixed. This 2016 Bat Tank, which I just got, earlier this year from Facebook Marketplace, is a nice build, but it doesn't really have room. It's a little too big. Same thing for the Nightcrawler. I really like this build, but it's a little too big to display anywhere else. And there's a shit ton of Batmobiles over here, you know, 2019, Jokerland, 2006, actually, that's one of the cooler ones. So, yeah, this area, kind of a mess, you know, also dusty, so it's a little bit, you know, just nasty. But otherwise than that, solid little area. Before I get into the city, I'm obviously going to show you below the city, the table below it. We got a bunch of brick organization, of course. We got these 2 dark gray. This is plates. This is bricks. Dark red bin. Dark blue bin. That's not Lego. Tan. Yellow. This is actually cop and robber minifigs, which used to be in a little black bin. I still have it, but I'm using that for bags of figs that I'm using in videos, like parts. So that's where that is. Dark tan. Kind of pink and orange. I still have this on my floor, by the way. I'm going to stab myself. I'm absolutely going to stab myself if I leave that on my floor. Over here, we got a kind of trifecta bin. We got light green, purple, dark green. Then we got our minifig organizers right down here, all looking great. Move over just slightly. We have a bunch of DC figs. This is my DC fig bin right now. As you can see, it's kind of just packed. And changing to those 2x3 bags was life-changing, because look at how much fucking room I got now, guys. I can concede to spending way more on Lego DC figs because I still got room. No, in all seriousness, I have a shit ton of figs, so it just kind of needs this bin. Moving down, we got the Spider-Man Venom set from the Far From Home wave. I just never rebuilt it, so it's kind of just sitting down here. And if I rebuild it, I really don't have a place for it right now, so it's going to stay broken. I do want to keep this set because I actually really like this set, and I think there's a lot of good with it. But I'm just going to keep it down here for now. And of course, the last area of my room is the Lego City. As you can see, it's completely different from the last time you guys have seen it. I've done some organizational things, and I've kind of just made it look a lot nicer in my opinion. First off, new buildings. We got the Daily Planet. We got LexCorp. I don't even believe we had Wayne Towers before, which was the first one I built. All 3 of these were customs made by, I don't remember the guy's name. I'll put his customs on screen in his channel or his Rubricable on screen to where you can build these. I got them all built, and they're all awesome, especially this Daily Planet, guys. Wait a minute. Oh! Isn't that great? Of course, we still have Modular Row over here, but I kind of changed it up a little bit. I decided to add the X Mansion right here, which I think actually looks really clean. Of course, I almost dropped my fucking phone. We got the corner garage. We got the police station. Got the Daily Bugle, because when don't we? Assembly Square, which is... Yeah, Assembly Square, which is mostly fixed. It's a lot less yellow. There's still definitely signs of sun damage. I did some hydrogen peroxide theory on it, which worked its charm a little bit. You know, I've done a little bit of that, but there's still a little bit, especially with the tiling on the bottom, it's pretty yellow. Over here we got the bookstore. Of course, kind of getting excited a little bit from the table all the way at the end, kind of like the corner garage over there. We got the new $110 City Harbor in front of the Crooks Hideout, which, by the way, one of the best $110 deals ever in LEGO history. It's fantastic. It's an awesome build for a city, and it makes a harbor kind of cool. I kind of just crammed this Overwatch set over here because I wanted it to be in the city. We got the LEGO store behind the 2017 Bulldozer Break-In Bank. By the way, can we just all appreciate I got a dog? Perfect. Anyways, we look down, we got a lot of vehicles going as well. Over here, I put the surf shop over here. It makes sense being by the water. I got the City Museum from 2013 from one of the brick bins in Calgary for about $30, and I love this set. It's a set I always wanted as a kid. Now I have a museum. Of course, right after I buy it, they announced the Modular Museum, which I also want, so that kind of screwed me over. We got the Awesome City Grocery Store from 2022. We've got Avengers Tower, as well as a centerpiece right here of the No Way Home Statue of Liberty with Sandman in the top. We've got the Corner Deli fully built again, right over here. I love this set. I was glad to rebuild it. It's kind of really sick. Spider-Man Homecoming ATM Bank. Creator 3-in-1 Toy and Grocery Store. The 2013 Daily Bugle. We've got the Cafe and Pet Shop from 2019 from Creator 3-in-1. I put it in this orientation because it was the best way to fit in my city. It actually kind of looks pretty clean too, I'm not going to lie. Over here, we have 12 Gringotts Place. We have the City Bank from 2011, which I bought from a Bricks and Minifigs up in Charleston, South Carolina for about $20. We got the Bike Shop. I recently got this set. This is the City Corner from about 2009. I always wanted this set. I finally decided to buy it. If you ever want to build a city and you're looking for sets to get, buy this set. Buy old city and creator sets from like 2009 through 12. There's a lot of cool builds like this bike shops, like the set from this bike shop and stuff like that. And you can just build a city out of it. We got the bus stop and the bus, also in the same set. This set comes with a pizza shop, a bus stop, a bus, this bike store, and basically every reseller who is selling it, $50. Easy as $50 to build a city in your life. As we turn around over here, we have that said pizza store. Look at it. Now I've got 2 pizza stores in the city. And the other one, well, it's right there with the Sanctum. We got PB's Pizza right there. Then we got the 2012 Two Face Bank right there. We also have a jewelry store tucked in, a little hidden. As you can see, some more vehicles. Red telephone booth from the Ministry of Magic. I don't really have a place to put this, to be honest. I could put it actually probably right over here. It'd probably fit over there, to be honest, more because it's right next to 12 Grindelwald Place. Did I call it 12 Gringotts Place? That's crazy. Anyways, that's the city. Also, some of the bat signals are great on top of the police station. Goated. That is the city. That is the update to the city. Here's your little skyline shot. 1 second. Get you a new skyline shot from back here. There you go. There's the city. Isn't it just beautiful? I hope you enjoyed my collection update. Get ready next year for one sometime. I'm not sure when. I've literally been trying to make this video since like June, so you know. It's finally made. It's done. Thank you for watching. See you next time.